So at this point, I'm assuming we've all seen the article about the rise of lonely men because relationship standards are rising. And this reminds me of my favorite thing I've ever seen. I'm not too sure where it originally came from, but when I saw it, it was a tweet that said, when men no longer were a necessity, they had to become likable, and that's where they're failing. When they were needed for bank accounts and properties and to exist in society, they could get away with being shit. And they've held on to that mentality even though that's no longer true. When they existed in this time and they had that bargaining trip, they can exude control and they can dictate what the relationship roles were, ones that benefited them. But now that they don't have this anymore, they are still taught this mentality, and it doesn't work in their favor. Because if you think about it, any relationship based on control and dominance, where one side is getting everything and the other is just giving, it's not going to last long. Why would anyone want to be in that? I mean, there is times and places for that, but not your entire lifestyle. And I think this is why people are flocking to those influencers who are talking about feminine presenting people in the same manner, saying they can control them, that they can demand this out of their women, and this is the standard, and how they are high value men. And let me tell you, it's not going to work. It doesn't work for them. It's not going to work for you. It just doesn't work. It's a facade to sell you a pyramid scheme, you dumb bitch. So the more you try to be this controlling entity in a relationship that was outdated 70 years ago, the more lonely you are going to be. And the longer you listen to these fringe voices telling you, oh, that's how it used to be in the day, that's how it should be today, the longer this period in your life is going to last. So do yourself a favor and stop. The rise of standards in any situation is usually the best outcome. And the more that you rage against this and say how you do not like it, the more you are telling on yourself, and doing so very loudly.